1,500. Then 1,500, 1,000. So 2-minute tournaments. 22 have entered. I'm uploading a video at the same time. I'm hoping that's not going to slow me down too much. I'm using previous Twitch TV. So this is from Twitch TV/Kings Crusher, not live stream Kings Crusher. I'll use that occasionally still. I think I might be, you know, for higher quality broadcasts, higher resolution is supported when going to YouTube from Twitch TV. So this one, Twitch TV, and hopefully you can read all the writing. I just got one major issue. It's like windscreen wipers, and when the board gets cluttered with stuff. So 24 have entered. So hopefully I can try and redeem myself from the earlier performance, which I found a very, very tough tournament, but I did get an average rating of over 2100 in my defense. So I'm hoping this my gambit style might pay off more in this one to try and get some quick mates. So the idea of war zones is really to win as quickly as possible each game. So fast mates are, I think, of the order of the day. If you can play more games, you get more points potentially. So 1840, you know, sacrifices, gambits, they're okay if you can get fast mates. I wouldn't recommend it for long FIDE chess. If you want to pop by the Kings Crusher Cafe, we discuss all sorts of issues, even issues like, well, all sorts of issues. So Kings Crusher Cafe is quite busy at the moment, 46 in it. It's quite busy, usually every part of the day. So I might be streaming more with Twitch TV anyway. So if you want to follow me on Twitch TV, hopefully there's a follow button you can find somewhere on Twitch TV/Kings Crusher. Actually, I'll just paste it here. Streaming. Okay, so also uploading the video at the same time. That's the risk factor. I don't know how many more minutes that's going to take. I think it was a half-hour, 5-minute tournament uploading at the moment, so I don't know how that's going to affect things, but let's have a go anyway. Okay, so I'll double the cube. I'll play a sort of reverse Grand Prix attack, I think. Dare to play a reverse Grand Prix attack with f5, bishop c5. Sometimes, apparently I was told, well, Chess Explained reckons it might be sometimes better against the English opening setup. So this is in effect a reverse Grand Prix, if you think about it, with the bishop c5 line being like bishop c4 against the Sicilian. So queen e8, queen h5, standard hack attack maneuver. Now the standard c-file devastation idea. Try and keep control of f4, maybe knight f7 to d6 if given a chance. Okay, what's the damage report so far? If there's a queen d5, there's bishop e6. I could lose b7. I don't really want to do that. I'll unpin for a moment. Maybe rook b8 and then bishop e6, more prudent. There's bishop e3. Okay, oh, under pressure. Okay, so I don't want to lose the rook. If I can get bishop f2 in, that'd be funny to win the queen. That's not going to happen, is it? E takes is not going to happen. What about knight e5? Okay. So queen, oh dear, it's not happening, is it? Bishop g4. Oh dear. Bishop g4. What is going on today? Really? Oh, rook f4. I'm missing opportunities. I think that might be it. I'm just missing opportunities left, right, and centre. Knight d3 might be an opportunity. Okay, keep optimistic. Must be optimistic. What about bishop e3? Nope, that's a bit too optimistic. Just blundered a piece for nothing. Great. Rook c6 to g6. That would defend the king for a moment longer. Ah, taking the queen would have been good. I can still do it now. Can I wake up? I'm going to slap myself now. First of all, I think an important part of online chess is not to be totally paranoid about engine use, because it affects you. Eventually you lose the ability to think about any moves or any positions, so that's not a particularly good thing. So just try and get back on track here, and just assume everyone's playing well, because they're playing well. They've clearly everyone's improving their tactics all the time. And okay, can I crush this person from here? So I don't know, rook f3 or something. Nope, pretty solid. What have I done? Okay, g7 is a target again. What about queen f3 now? That's pinned. Okay, so rook takes. So there's rook takes f8, or let's check first and then king here. Now if takes on f8, what about queen c1? So there might be queen h1. Then what? Then I'm in trouble again. Oh dear, oh dear. Queen e1. Okay. Can I get this bishop? I can't see how to get the bishop. What about queen e4? Then there's I get mated, aren't I? g5 or something? 14 seconds. He plays g5 check, king h5, rook h7. Okay, I'll just go back pre-move for a sec. What about queen c6? We'll pin this, pin and win. That sometimes helps. So queen c8, right, queen h8. Nope, these are not helping, these moves. Queen e1. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, please wake up. Diet Coke time. Ah. Okay. That was horrendous. 30 minutes to go though. 24 minutes to go, rather. Ah, can I just get in here quickly? Little surprise, 96. Ah, interesting. What about 94? G4, be a pretty mate coming up. D4. First beautiful game of the day. My first good game of the entire day. I haven't yet poured the Diet Coke. There's no time to pour the Diet Coke, that's the problem. Okay. Grand Prix attack universal, Albin counter. Oh no. Why do they gambit against me? What have I taught everyone? Not to gambit against me. That's the only person you don't do gambits against. Naughty. So what about queen h4 to queen e4? So e3 or c6 maybe. I can get a gambit now myself. Okay, what about knight d5? Is that going to be strong? Nope. Knight g4. Okay, so knight c6 or bishop g4 would have been good. Stop casting. Oh, that's h3, I suppose. Alright, let's just try rook c8, knight b4, and hold that there for knight 8. Oh, queen a5. Queen a5 is dangerous, surely. Holding up for a moment the knight. Try and get some pressure on c3 going here. So if he takes rook c3, bishop c3, should be good. Okay, famous last word. So rook c3, bishop c3, queen a1. That's the plan. If g5, what about knight h5? He can attack the knight. I could move the knight over here. Ah, okay. So I'll pile on the pressure on c3, I think, and on there. I don't mind knight h5. So if b3 does rook c3, I want to play rook c8 and rook c3 at some point. Time to pour Diet Coke here. This is the right moment. Uh-oh. I'm going to lose on time. Okay, I'm going to lose on time. Oh, lose a bit of time. Okay, pit stop. Okay, so rook c3. Here. So I'm threatening rook b3 to win the queen. Anything else? Any juicy stuff going on? Rook a3, queen b4. Check. And king can escape to c3. Queen a2, king c3. So, in this situation, I need really maybe bishop b5 to c4 for a2. If the king makes run for it, there's always queen a1. Okay, so I think bishop b5 is needed. Bishop b5. Forget rook b3 and just be giving him too many pieces for the queen, I think. Okay. Right, doing well so far. 21 minutes to go. Hope this is being streamed. Assume it is. Okay. So this is my favourite system against that Scandinavian centre counter. I'll leave a little pigeonhole for the bishop. Nice attacking bishop on a2. Right. Get the light square bishop like the Morphy versus the two nobles game. So bishop g5 or knight h5 or bishop h6 if knight h6. Then knight f5. Knight f5 hits. Hits. Oh no, he's got queen g6. Queen g6. There's knight g7. I'll just for a moment just hold the fort for a sec with g4 maybe. Or bishop f7 if... Okay, that knight's pretty. Can I reroute it to f5? We'll just reroute the knight to f5 for a moment and then play h4. It's my most favourite location for a knight. Knight on f5. So I'll play something like h4. And now g4 is weak, of course. So I castle queenside. Try and open up this diagonal now. Maybe playing for g5. G5 is not happening, of course. So queen b5 or something. Actually, what can I do with this battery here? Queen f7. Queen f7. There's also f4 he just takes. I think I have to play queen f7. Make do with that. These pawns, g5. Bishops on the queening square of one of the pawns, potentially. I get to play f6 now. Rook h7. Okay. Okay, h7, g6. So f6, f7. I'm just taking for a moment. Or f6 here. I'll take here, pre-move. So f7 looks pretty crushing. That's g7. I'll take here. You can play this. Alright. I think the end is near. Even with my amazing ability to mess up positions. Can I mess this up? Okay. I just wonder, is it streaming? I'm not sure. I'll just quickly ask that question. Maybe French defense. Should I really know? Oh, I should know. Vu's 11. Oh, hi there. I can see from hovering over. Cool. Getting used to this. Sorry, I'm just getting used to this software. So at the moment I'm leading, and okay, that's cool. Okay, I think I need a few quick resigners to have any chance of winning this tournament. Play F3 Fantasy anyway, even if it wasn't a Gambit line. Fantasy, which Ivanchuk once won with that brilliant game. Let's Gambit D4 here. Doesn't take on D4. So Bishop D3, E5. Is he really going to take that? I think E5 is looking crushing for the F file and H7. Maybe not here just yet, but pretty soon. With that Bishop G5, okay, I'll go for E5 here. Because actually there might be Knight E4 now and then C3. If I lose the dark square bishop, does it matter? Or just taking and then C3, that's solid centre. Bishop's shut out for a bit, weaken dark squares. So there's Rook F7 if ever Rook E8, then Queen H7, Rook F1. So if Rook E8, Rook F7, I think. Cool. Nice tactic. I love that tactic on F7. It's pretty useful for this war zone scenario as well. Quick mate. Okay. So it's going okay so far. Borja. So he's from, there's no hover over on the flag. Some improvement for chess game to put hovers overs on the flags. And it's not starting. Oh there. Delayed pairing. Okay. Actually, I'll mention it on the stream room. I'll just mention stream room. If we get to the stream room, well, that's delayed. Might as well mention there's a streaming room. Streaming right now. Let's close that. Actually, I'll change. I'm able to change the topic actually. Okay. Okay, while that's waiting. Okay, so what are we doing here? Put this scoreboard over here. And I'm going to lose my pole position or something. Oh dear. Is the game going to start, or am I going to get something for it here? Error. So that might give me a point or something. Okay, next game. Next game. Oh, tricky. Let's play Fischer, old Fischer style. G3. Let's play D4. Okay, naughty. Gonna try King's Engine attack. I play G4, Knight G3, Knight F5, that sort of thing. Or Knight G5 to get that Knight square bishop while I can. Okay, now maybe F4, F5. Is that too dangerous? Probably too dangerous. Maybe just kingside attack. Try and get this maybe King F2 or something, or just a nice knight on H5 for a moment. Bishop F3. I think I could admire the warhorse here on H5 for the rest of the game and not use it when I need it. Okay, so A3, Rook H1. Okay, so now what can I do with this? What can I do with this? There's Knight F6. Knight F6. Weakness of the last move. Bishop F8. Oh god, it's just like the over the board game. A bishop move. Bishop moves are so silly sometimes. I'll set the exchange to break through here to get these pawns going. G5, G6, or F6, F6, Queen G7. If F6, then G6. What else? You could play the thematic strike C4 to open the C file, of course. Don't think it's particularly relevant here, but these two passed pawns should overrun black. Overrun, I say. So if I heard the pawns in this pawn, in fact, it's pretty soon gonna queen. Diet Coke pouring time. Okay. Epic knights. Okay, not worrying, I'll just take that. I have the patience for f8. Don't want to know any complications here. Okay. Naughty, playing on naughty. Come on, come on, give me a break. Queening everything now. Can I mate? Is there a mate on one or something? Do I have to find a puzzle mate or something? Queen d8, I think would be puzzle mate. Oh no. And it goes on. Okay, Queen d5. Queen c5 next. Okay, not particularly hard puzzle, but okay. So, Albin counter gambit time, I think. Gambits are all fine, even with knight f3. Can I play e3 there? Okay, bit of a bind, Moxie bind in reverse on e4. Supports knight f6, bishop d6, and the old h-pawn attack. Knight g4, knight takes, and then queen h4 will be good. Keeping that bind, so I want to play knight g4 takes, queen h4 without moving any of these. Also I'm on e3. Okay, so hack and slay time. Actually queen, okay. So f4, okay, f4 here for check, and then bishop h3, and if takes queen h1 mating, and if rook g3, queen, that's a different story. I might have to castle actually, otherwise queen h1 here would have been good. So rook g3, queen g3, takes on h3, then I take back, his king moves, I castle. Then I play knight d7 to f6, I think, get the knight involved. So, bishop takes queen h1. Oh dear, this one. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, that's good news. Okay, quick mate here, if I get this queen protected. No, there isn't a quick mate there. Great. Why do I think there's a quick mate there? What about, I don't know, bishop e4, just trying to no, it's a long road. It's a long road to win this. What about knight to d5? Knight d7 to f6 to d5. Then play e3. Then actually check, there's knight f1. So I need to castle, rook e8, then knight g4, then e3. There's queen h4 or something. Keep the queen on. Okay, now castle. So, knight. Yes, I know, it's a long road. What about knight takes f4? No, that doesn't speed up anything. g5 for winning on f1. If I play king h8, g takes, then that should be fun. No, even this now, there's queen g5. Okay, I'll play rook f2. So there's knight e3 on the cards if the knight ever moves. Knight e3 was... Okay, knight e3 is more relevant here. Now the knight has to move, knight e3. And that rook, pre-move. And when the bishop, e3, king c2, e3, okay. So a bit of a lead at the moment, 7 minutes to go. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, hack attack time with H-pawn straight off the bat. Break open all the lines. Go a bit crazy. F4 maybe? F4, try and crunch these lines up. Whoa, that helps. Was I supposed to have done something else at some point? Oh, he's not playing on. Oh, give me a break. He's just lost his pawn for a queen. Oh, for blimey. Oh no, not another one. Windscreen wiper time. Oh dear. Alright, so knight g3, queen e2, bishop d2, castle queenside, that sort of thing. Support the centre just in case. Alright, it seems to have a solid position, funny enough. Maybe he's got a point. I don't know. What about, I don't know, knight e3 to c4? How do I defend this? Oh, blimey. Oh, this is tragic. Sad. Okay, knight e3 takes d5 or something. g4, f5. I'll try and open a line here. Is this going to be bad news? If I take it, there's almost... There's no invasion point. Oh dear, oh dear. There's no entry points. Knight g4. What about knight g4? That's actually quite obvious as an entry point. Then f5. Or knight f5. I think this will do. What about knight g6 for... no, I think rook d5. I'm going to try and get rid of this bishop, rook d6, try and get access to g7. Looks pretty convincing. Will I get access to g7? Okay, where does the bishop move? I think I might have broken down some barriers here. Rook c3 I just take. e4 I just take. Bishop moves queen g7. Bishop h4 queen g7. Any bishop move queen g7. Alright, so here there's rook takes and rook f8. Leave the queen hanging. Has he spotted that as well? He spotted that as well. He's quite good tactically. Yet he gives up his queen for a pawn. Right, now I'm threatening queen g7, queen f8. Don't tell me there's a cheapo with knight b3 there. I'll finish in style anyway. Oh, why not queen g7? Now he's going to use 10 seconds. Oh no, I've just lost 10 seconds because of course he's not going to resign. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. 3 minutes to go. Okay, trying to win my queen quickly. Naughty. If I can try and play e5 and try and win bishop on h4 sneakily. Takes some sort of... Actually, some sort of gambit here. g5, h4. Okay, it looks a bit loose though, this position. Well, I'm winning the bishop, so maybe it's not to be sniffed at. Unless f7 or something. Knight e4, bishop b4. Okay, so what's going on here? There's no h4, I just take on h1. So if I go for bishop e3 would have been good, but I suppose I wanted d4 looks good now. Do I need a castle? This looks really crushing in the center. Knight a4, queen c7. Okay. All sorts of threats. Ah, quick resigner. That's what I needed. Okay, let's do the windscreen wipers here for the screen. Okay. Okay, so 2 minutes and the tournament ends in 1 minute 50. Whoops. Maybe an open Sicilian will be quicker than my usual, but I doubt it. A quick sort of break with anything in particular? Not really. I'm not really convinced by this one actually. Nothing quick's going to happen here. What about d6 and knight d5? If I get to play knight d5, the knight does look good. Nice warhorse on d5. For knight f6, so queen e3 takes if it wasn't checked. So king b1 first, queen e3 takes. King b1, queen e3, knight g4. What about just queen d2 more subtle? With knight b6, don't want a rook. So I want queen d2, queen h6, I think. So he does something about that, not minding queen h6 probably. But I can't win it. It's too late to win it. There's only 33 seconds to go. Okay, so unless knight g5, knight g5 looks good. G4. Oh, I think I might have won the tournament anyway. Cool, 2,500. First up, 66. That's the first. And a few interesting games there. I hope you enjoyed it. I might upload this one. It seems a bit of fun anyway. So comments or questions on YouTube. I will upload it to YouTube. Thanks so much. Okay.